I was just about to start, and then it started raining. It's not even in the forecast today. Oh, wow. Now you fucking tell me. Man, I'm telling you, I am not looking forward to this winter. Well, what's up, people? Rage here. Welcome to part 2. We're going to be taking a look at the Scion yet again. If you guys haven't seen the last video, we went and replaced the valve cover gaskets on here. Good news so far with this. I haven't noticed any leaks or anything unusual with it. It is kind of driving the same again now. I'm pretty sure the reason why I was driving a little better is because it did have a chance to warm up a little bit. Did kind of hesitate to start, but the reason why it's probably running like that and it's having hesitant start is because of the fuel inside of it. Before I got my hands on this car, this thing was sitting for probably about a year with almost full tank. So I've been trying to drive it like crazy, get all that old fuel out before I put new fuel in it. Probably had to get some fuel stabilizer and then put some new gas in it. So I haven't even filled this thing up, and I think I had this car for probably a little over 2, maybe 3 weeks so far. Haven't even put any gas in it, so I guess that's good. But yeah, I mean, I've just been taking it to and from like AutoZone or Burger King or McDonald's or whatever. I really don't take it far. Whereas the Mecha Blazer goes all the way downtown and back here. So it's about maybe like a 35-minute drive, no traffic. Probably a little over an hour with traffic, so yeah, welcome to Dan Ryan, eh? But anyway, so what we're gonna do today is I am going to be replacing the motor mounts on it. I was gonna do this all last night just so I can get it done because it actually is colder today. It is freaking cold here. You can see that flag's just going crazy. That one too. The wind, guys, I'm telling you, cold is my weakness, and I am not joking when I say that. I get cold easily, especially when my hands are cold. Which is why this is the worst time for me, worst time of the year for me. Granted, I do love Christmas. I just do not like the cold. I do not like the cold, especially when I have to work on these. But anyway, enough talk about that. Let's get into the car. I'm going to stop doing the long intros. We're just going to get into it. Last video, actually, I filmed that same day. Got it uploaded the same day. And it was like, I think I filmed like 30 minutes worth of video. Edited down like 18 minutes and got it out same day, so it was just straightforward. But yeah, but this one here will be a little bit more detailed about it because there really isn't a whole lot of like information on replacing the transmission mount on here, which is the hardest mount to get to. However, we may have a lucky today because I actually have to replace the wheel bearing and the CV axle boot on this side, so we may get it easier reach at that transmission. So we're gonna be pretty much fixing the whole left side of the car right here. So anyway, again, enough talking, let's get into it. So for some reason this thing had an alarm system with it and we cannot get it to turn off. There's some relay inside underneath the dashboard. I don't know where it's at, but I have it unplugged to where hopefully it's not going to really affect it much. But when you get inside the car, you always hear it clicking. I actually had to rip the horn out just so it could stop beeping when we first got this thing jump started. There you go. So it's nothing? Oh no. Guess you gotta work through a storm, you know? But anyway, just to make things easier here, because I only got the 32s and they're a little loose, but I think we could probably get it to work with what we got. I'm gonna go and use this here. Oh yeah, it's starting to rain again. I'm gonna do this just to warm it up a little bit because it is cold, and hopefully we should be able to get this out no problem. It worked. All right, so good news is, well, I kind of got the axle out and the wheel bearing out. Bad news is, all the bearings came out. So let me show you guys something real quick. So honestly, I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna upload the video where I replace the Ford Focus clutches or whatever. But if you guys want to see it, let me know. I'll upload it for you guys. But I did grab this from the Ford Focus because I actually cut the boot on this. So I tried to replace it, but it's just all over the place. So I just went ahead and replaced it anyway. What I'm going to try and see is I'm going to see if this bearing is the same size as the one on the Scion and see if I can reuse it. If not, I'll probably go to the junkyard, see if I can go find one to grab from one of those. So, because yeah, I only just got the boot. So maybe we'll probably salvage this one for now and see where it goes. Look at that. Camera's actually fine now. All right, well, we're at the junkyard. Good thing is there's not really many of these Scion TCs here in the garage. What am I saying? I don't even remember. And you can tell I'm so out of it because I'm recording with the wrong phone, but here we are at the junkyard. Luckily, there's not many of these Scion TCs here in the junkyard. Oh yeah. I'm not even gonna ask whatever. This is already torn out, and look at this, I already got this piece out. I almost didn't even need the hammer screwdriver to get it, but anyway, I got the piece, let's buy it, let's get out of here. All right, so good news is, luckily that this wheel bearing is not in bad shape. There's no play in it. It's not making any noise, it's not grinding. So I did get the other one, but what I'm gonna do with the other one is I'm pretty much gonna fix it all up. I'm gonna replace the bearings and put new ones in. Hopefully probably by next spring. So I do have the other one still. I actually don't have any idea where I put it at, but we'll figure it out later. Ooh, actually looks like it's about to kind of get torn, but we should be okay for now. This is just temporary at the moment, so I can actually get this properly fixed. Because I do have to get new ball joints as well for it too, especially on the outside. They did say there's something up with the control arm, but I'm not really seeing anything major going on with it other than maybe the bushings. Looking inside, I mean, I don't see anything major. Over here, nothing too major as well. It's not moving, it's not breaking. Probably hit it with a hammer. Let's see, can we hit it with a hammer? Yeah, pretty stable, so I don't know. All right, so after magically teleporting the car into the garage with a little bit of heat here, I finally got the CB axle out. As you can see, I had to get the car in here because it started raining, but finally got it out. It's kind of hard to do because this thing here has these two pins on here. You have to put a screwdriver in a certain way and pry it out. And I was trying to get this bolt right here. It was not coming out no matter what I did, so I just had to make it work. While I'm here, I'm actually going to try to get it out now. Work with what you got. Made the best out of it. I didn't even need this thing right here that's right in front of me. What do you do to separate it? Just hit it? I don't know. Either way, I got it out. Yeah, actually, how did you separate this? Well, maybe it's probably a good thing. Let's try to hit it one more time. Nope, no. Alright, whatever. Okay, I'll figure it out, but all I gotta do now is get this boot off, and I just gotta put a new one on, and we should be all good. Alright, so after getting all the old little bearings out and all the mud and whatever out, I did get this as clean as possible. There we go. It's not perfect. Looks like it's gonna have a little bit of play with it. But you know what? For a temporary fix, this should work probably perfectly fine. All I gotta do now is just get the new bearing and boot on, and we should be all good. It's fun on some axles where it's like you have to hammer the old CB axle, whatever this is, the bearing off. On here, all I gotta do is just this. Take it off and then put it back on again, no problem. I got the boot and the bearings installed. All right, so I got the axle all fixed up, ready to be put back in. Again, this is only temporary. I only had one set of grease, but this is a lot better than whatever happened here. I mean, like, I don't know where the other pieces went. Oh, here they are. But still better than whatever this was. So just to get a point A to point B for the winter, this should be okay. All right, guys, so I got the CB axle on, and it is way better. I think there's a tad bit of play in it. Yeah, it's barely noticeable actually. If I turn it, the whole thing turns. So who knows, maybe this will be good for the weekend. But yeah, it's in there pretty well. A little loose, of course, but you know what? This should hopefully last until we can get a new one. But at least we ain't got to worry about this one falling apart anymore. All right, guys, so I finally got the axle fixed. Luckily, the wheel bearing didn't need to be changed, but the axle definitely needed to be taken care of. That's finally done. Let's move on to the motor mounts. All right, so I'm going to show you guys this one in a little full detail because there's barely any information on how to do this part here, where we have to replace all the motor mounts. So this is the first one we're going to do, is the transmission one. Reason why I want to do this one first is because the other ones are kind of easier to get to. This is the hardest one, and it is very, very difficult to get out. So as you can see, there's one bolt right in the middle of the screen there. That one actually looks pretty good, but I got all four of them, so we're going to replace them anyway. Typically, you do want to use the genuine or OEM ones, but we got the TRQ ones, which actually I do see some of the videos every now and then with the Trailblazer. So I'm like, let me give this company a try and see if these work. So we might have a little bit of a vibration, but it should be way better than what we have right now. So I think these were like, what, 175 on Amazon. So we're going to use these ones, and we're going to go and replace them. Now, what you want to do is you want to jack the car up, and you want to put on a jack stand here. And you also want to get a piece of wood because you really don't want to put the jack itself onto the transmission pan with the 4 little things on it just poking right underneath it. So you can either use a piece of wood, or if you want to take the battery out of an old laptop and use that, you can do that as well too. So they got an old 2010 MacBook there. That thing, actually, that used to be my daily MacBook, which is pretty funny, and now we're using it to hold it up. But that thing died, like, I think, like 2 years ago. So still making use out of it. I think this is what Apple wants us to do with the old MacBooks. I mean, hey, you know what? Recycling is key. So we're going to go and replace that. I'm going to see if we can get into that bolt right there. I don't know what size that is. I think that's a 15. And also, you really don't have to go on top, which I mean, I don't really see any screws or bolts or whatever. But I do go down here, and I do see these 2 holes right here, which actually look like it links up to the transmission mount. Now, you don't have to take anything off the transmission. It's just the bolt right in the middle where the rubber is. And then these 3 down here. And I think that's, I don't think this is one right here. Let's see, is it one? No, it's not. It's, I think it's that one, not the one that's poking out, but it's that one right there. I might be wrong. It might be one of those right there. Well, actually, I could do this. Okay, looks like it might be that one poking out, but yep, got all 3 right there. So all you gotta do is remove those ones. Again, make sure you got it jacked up. You don't have to use a laptop. You can use a piece of wood or something, as long as these spikes are not digging into the transmission pan. I'd rather have it dig into the polycarbonate plastic of this MacBook than the transmission pan and start leaking it all down the highway. So, and if you want to, you can take this off to make it easier to reach, but it's not really necessary. So we're just gonna go in there and replace that. All right, so with the extension bars, it looks like it is a 17 millimeter. All right, guys, so now that you got that middle bolt out, there's another one like right there. You can kind of see where the stud is, like right in the center of your screen. That's the bolt. Now, I don't know if you're supposed to put a socket on it or what, but I went to go loosen it and the whole thing just broke, which I ain't complaining because it is loose. So down here, there you go. So that's one of the screws. And it's also this other one next to it as well. And then it's these 2 inside the little wells. And now, as you can see, it is definitely loose now. So, anyway, I don't really know any other way to get it out through other than here. So, let's see what we can do. So, it looks like we could probably lift it up and out. So, you kind of have to do a little bit of a origami type turn here, but let's see. So I lift it up and out. Oh, and there's a little line up there. Looks like it's flexible, but we do want to watch out for that. And oh my god, no wonder why, look at that. No wonder why that bolt just snapped. It's nothing to even thread to. Well, it's a good thing we're replacing it. But all right. So you try to get it up and out, and then we just try to turn it. And we might got to take this. Oh, wait, no, this is the body. All right, well, it's going to be kind of interesting to get that out. I'm going to see if there's any other ways I can get it out. I'll tell you guys in just a moment here. There you go. See, I got my fork right on it. So these lines, what happened is, if you try lifting this whole thing up, I'll show you what happens here. Hopefully I'm getting it at a good angle. The screws aren't hitting it. So I got the jack pushed up on the transmission as much as possible, because what's happening as well is that the little mounts for the transmission here are actually holding this down as well too. Now you can remove it to make it a little easier, but I feel like it's just going to cause more problems. So it's easier just to try to get this out. And also you got that line up there too, you got to look out for. You can see all that room up there. There's a lot of room. It's just hard to get this vertically up and out of the car. So yeah, that's kind of the little downside with this here. So I'm going to keep trying at it. Hopefully you can get this thing out and get this all done by tonight. All right, so what I did is I put my foot right here. Not recommended, by the way. And I just ever so slightly pushed those lines back. And as you can see, we kind of got above it. So now we can go ahead and continue getting this out. And also missed the line up there too. So this thing should just come up and out. Yep, it's out already. Gotta get around the transmission here, but ow, I just hit my knee on that. Ooh, that hurt. There we go. I'm gonna be honest with y'all right now. Just have a shop do it. Just have a shop do it. If you can't do it, just have a shop do it. But to help you guys out, to make it easier, wrap it around this right here and then slide it up. There, done. Alright guys, so it's been about a couple days. I was pretty much at this all night trying to get this thing out, and I ain't gonna lie, I probably took a big L right here. You guys can give me hate in the comments for this, but I have a feeling that this right here is actually way better than what I had in here, or what I'm putting in here now. It's good preventative maintenance that, you know, I don't have to go in here and replace it again, but I will say if that transmission mount somehow goes out, I'm keeping this one as a backup. I think it's still good. I probably replaced it for nothing. But yeah, I literally went through all that pain for nothing, but it is rusted. So, oh, and also these are loose. The little bottom tabs are here. I think if I really wanted to, I could probably hit it out with a hammer. So maybe this thing was on its way out, structure-wise. But I mean, either way, you know what? We're here. I got all 4 pieces. Let's replace them. Well, if that one somehow fails, I got a backup right here. So anyway, I'm gonna reassemble it. I guess don't be like me trying to find it out this way. You can wrap it around the wheel well like this and just put it in like that. So, I mean, I don't know why it's so difficult to get that out, but I don't know. It's more like, yeah, let's assemble it and then put the body on type of thing where, you know, you just kind of have to find your way. Of course, I got to replace these as well, so I'm looking to get these replaced, but I might do that another time, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get it all assembled here, and we'll move on to the motor mounts. Alright, so the next one we're going to do is this one here up front, here, right there. All I got to do is just remove this little metal piece right here, which I think is like some kind of like, I don't know what it is. I think it's like to like pull the car out of the ditch and somehow crash it, but all I got to do is remove that one right there, just that one bolt. And of course, these 2 right here. And it should just come right out. All right, well, after using the brake bar to get the 2 bottom bolts out, this whole thing should just lift right up and out. Like so. Just like that. Look at that. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this one together. This one actually looks pretty bad. How are we going to get this out? Not affecting any of the cooler hoses. There you go. Oh yeah, look at that. Actually, it looks torn. Yeah, I feel a bit of play in it. Looks like it was going out. Compared to the new one, it is a little flexible, but definitely in a lot better condition than that one. What is this, like a adjustment bar or whatever it is? I will say this one does feel heavier than this one, but yeah, these ones, yeah, this one's definitely rough shape. Might gotta do some prying or something, but I'll figure it out. All right, so now we got that out. Should be able to lift the intake box off if there's any dirt or whatever in it. Feel free to shake some of it off. And the motor mount should be right here. All right, so we should be able to take this bolt out. You do have to kind of take a little bit more out just to get this stubborn one out. Just come out. Do have a couple of cables attached to it. Oh yeah, make sure you do have it jacked up as well underneath. That's not good. I'm gonna pry up on the cables. There you go. And that is why it drives like that. Where's the new one at? Oh, here you go. Yeah, the new ones I got definitely look super cheap, but hopefully it should be like way better than what we were dealing with. There you go, look at that. Comparison shot with them. I just gotta transfer over this piece right here. We should be set. All right, so I'm in the middle of reassembling everything here. So if you look at this power wire here, you can see there's this other wire as well too with it. I had a feeling this is for the alarm system, which it may be. But as I was trying to put one of the bolts in, what's funny is there's actually not even a sound system in here. All right, so I got the other side installed. Now we got to do the last and final one. Which is going to be a little bit more difficult because we have more lines right here we have to keep a lookout for, such as the AC lines, and they got the coolant reservoir, and especially the power steering fluid, which actually is oddly loose. Let's take a look at that real quick. All right, definitely got some in there. I don't want to make this like another Mecha Blazer where it's always having a power steering leak for some odd reason. So, anyway, let's get it going. All right, so when you're taking this off, you may notice that there's two bolts on top, but it may not come off. There's actually one right underneath. Let me show you. So here we are underneath the engine. It's actually just straight up there. Now, to make it easier, you can't take the wheel off, which I might do, but I think I could probably reach it with my extension bar. So let's see if we could do that. And it looks like I don't have the right size, of course. All right, so now this piece should just come right off. Of course, you may have to get around these wires here. However, of course, it is the Scion, so it's not really as easy as just simply getting this out. You can't lower the engine, which actually I probably may need to do, but I'm gonna do this off camera. I hope I didn't bust this. I'm gonna do it off camera. I'm gonna try to get it out here, and hopefully we can get this piece out. I wonder where the bolt went. Just watch this. Okay. So I just got the bolt right now. Oh, kind of lost it. You guys know those crane games? This is literally it with a bolt. See? Put my hand through these metal lines with this poking in my palm just to get this. Now I could probably try to get this out now. I think the problem is it's actually attached to a couple lines. So, I don't know if this one is. Oh, it's attached to one. Oh, well, that's fun. Come on. The same thing like I said to the transmission, whatever. This line's bent. Alright, so like right away, I'm not even happy with this. Like, these are the bolts that are originally on there. This is the original transmission, or the motor mount, I mean. Goes in no problem. The other one, the brand new one, barely wants to go in. That one goes fine, but yeah, they didn't even drill this one right. But while we're here, let's compare them. So yeah, this one's very... Oh man, that's stiff. The other one... Oh yeah, I can move it no problem. Let me take this rubber off. Oh yeah, that ain't going nowhere. This one though, yeah. So, I guess for the price I pay for this car, it's definitely worth the effort. So, and honestly, for the effort that I'm going to getting this fixed, it better be worth it. Well, I got the new one in. Had to do a bit of a modification, but I got it in. This is where the bolt's at, by the way. All the way down there between these lines. All the way down there. I'm not even going to put the other bolts in that holds the rest of the wires on because it ain't even worth it. But I will be putting this one underneath on as well too. So that I think I should include that this thing needs lots of patience as well. Oh, thank you, MacBook. Well, I feel like I have to raise the engine a little higher this time. All right, there we go. All I gotta do is just go ahead and bolt these two back on. I ain't gonna lie. I think getting the transmission out of the Mecha Blazer was way easier than that. Luckily, I didn't pierce any of the wires. I was really, really nervous on doing that. Look how black my hands are. Like, this is crazy. Also, I found this wire here. I don't even know what this goes to. Just some, like, kind of ground or whatever. I don't know what it does. It looks like some kind of fuse or something. Oh, if anyone knows, let me know. Because I don't know. It does have a little alarm system in here, but it don't work. But for now, I'm just going to shove it all in here. But motor mounts are done. CV axle's done. Valve cover gasket's done. I got everything I wanted to get done in this car. All I got to do is top off the cooler right here, but that's... I could do that a little later. Let's get this car on the ground. Let's get on the ground and get it going. All right. Oh, did it just lock itself? All right. So finally got it back on the floor here. This could be its first start. Hopefully it starts. Oh, hold on. Might get a little belt squeal. Oh, I think reset. But right away, I am not feeling any shaking. Let me go ahead and pop it into reverse here. Drive. I'm not feeling it. It's going. Back right into the Mecha Blazer. I'm just kidding, let's not do that. All right, doing a leak check here. Not seeing any leaks. See if I notice anything unusual going on up here. Yep, no leaks over here. Surprisingly, there's no belt squeal. I don't know. I don't think there's any leaks coming from the radiator. Oh, it's the belt. All right. Seems as though we got it going. Awesome. All right. Well, I guess we'll wait until I take it out for a test drive. All right. So after we let the semi-truck pass, look at that. It's like you can't even feel it. Let me turn the air off real quick. Or the heat, I should say. From what it was before to now, it feels like there's not even an engine in here. Oh man, you know what? I ain't gonna lie, it was definitely worth it. It was definitely worth it. So the little quirks I have to work out with this car is I have to go and get some fuel stabilizer or whatever it is that you put in to like revive the old gas, and I gotta put fresh gas in here. I'm pretty much going to try to run this thing down to empty and then put fresh gas in here, because I don't think you're supposed to put new gas in with old gas. So, but I mean, hey, this thing's driving so smooth now. It doesn't feel like it's about to fall apart like Legos. It's a little quirky here and there, but it's possibly because of the ball joints or a couple other things as well too. Because I mean, this thing isn't perfect, of course, but this is definitely a very, very, very good start, and I'm actually pretty proud that we got this far with this car. So anyway, I'm gonna run the gas out, and yeah. So far while I'm driving it, the biggest complaint I have about this car is it's very, very jumpy. Like, it's the road, but man, I've never felt the road like this before. This car, it was lowered is what I meant to say. Let's see how it does on the train tracks. I'm gonna go on this lane real quick here. Oh my god, that was terrible. Oh man, but yeah, that is kind of my biggest complaint. I really never noticed that in the Mecha Blazer, but this car, man, it feels like you hit like every speed bump in, like, as if you were in the Mecha Blazer. In that one, you don't really feel the bumps. This car, you definitely do. Oh jeez, but it is driving a lot smoother now. I can actually pretty much push it if I really wanted to. Oh my god, of course the car just goes into the lane when I'm trying to pass by. See, I'm gonna try to go here. Let's see. Man, like nothing. Oh man, this thing's definitely going. Definitely going a lot better than a Mecha Blazer. If it was a Mecha Blazer, it would have been screaming right now. Alright, somebody time to 0 to 60. I really didn't give it my all. Alright, it's the first time we're taking on a highway here. It's going. It's have a little wobble on it because the tire has a bubble. I think you guys seen that. Oh yeah, this thing's going. This thing's going. Going 80? Holy shit, I didn't even notice. Oh man. Alright, this thing got some muscle in it. Oh man. It's going very smooth. Woo! You see what I mean? This thing's bouncy. Man. Going 80 doesn't even feel like it. I mean, yeah, it feels like I am going fast, but like, it's not shaking, it's not vibrating, it's not doing anything. It's just going. This is amazing. All right, I think it's ready. Damn. Not bad, not bad. Goes no problem. Got me twisted fingers rapping on them. But take a bone and die for my respect at any moment. Bet my life up on it now. Fixing all of my opponents. Bitch with daddy issues. Stand, push my luck, push my buttons. Yeah, it's turned to a thing. 7 warlord, long sword, pull that shit. Ball shawty on this ice up on my wrist. Hit a stage, I'm like a tie skip. Thing really wants to lean to the right. It's very turn heavy. 90. Woo! Alright, so I decided to go ahead and look at this real quick here, just I guess bonus content for you guys. It does have RCAs on the back. Okay, how am I gonna figure this out? Oh, what? There's a little bracket on here. Damn, this thing's actually made to be customized. Sorry about the wind noise, but that is the heater that is currently running. But this thing has front, rear, and this looks like it had some kind of kicker system in it. Which if you guys noticed earlier, it did have that kicker wiring. So it looks like they've had some type of subwoofer in here. I wonder if the wires are still back there. Oh god. I'm actually gonna see if it's underneath the seat, because what's funny is I was actually thinking about getting a kicker hideaway for this. So I wonder if maybe they put I wonder where they put the wiring at then, if it's so small and short. I wonder if maybe they put it somewhere in here. Checking underneath the seat too. I just see a gold coin of some sort, but nothing over here. And just looking in the back here, there is actually a built-in subwoofer. Oh, I just dropped that on the TV over there. Oops. There is a built-in woofer right here. I just got no idea. What's this here? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Alright, well, looks like they had some kind of wiring in here. Because I just found that... The only thing is, I don't know where the... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I found one of the struts. I don't have to have this door laying on my back anymore. Well, unfortunately, I took the little clips out on the back of it so it doesn't lock in. Well, that's crazy that I had the wiring for the subwoofer. The only thing that really is like kind of intriguing me right now is that it didn't have the remote input. So I gotta wonder if maybe they had like a remote detect going on with it, which is probably more than likely the case here. Anyway, let me look underneath here. Just check it for leaks. I'm not seeing any leaks so far. Yep, no leaks so far. Well, hopefully not anytime soon. Oh, forgot to close the other door. So this is definitely one thing I really do like about this Scion, is that Toyota actually really went all out with the radio here, to where they said, you know what, we got a Pioneer head unit. It's the premium version. You could change the color. You got the dolphin looking whatever screen on it. And you know what, if the audio quality still isn't good, you know what, you could put another amp on it if you want. All 5 channels, no problem. If you got the radio here, if you actually go and turn it off here, let me turn the volume down real quick here because it is playing music. If you turn the radio off and you hold the menu button down, you get a hidden menu here, which you can see. You can change the color of it, make it deep orange like the entire car, or make it blue, which I like blue because you guys know me. And you can actually go in here subwoofer control, and usually that's on by default, or I mean it's off by default, but if you go in here and turn it on, then you have subwoofer output in here. So you can go back into the menu here, go to audio, and then it'll just be in your subwoofer level here, which you can go ahead and change. Turn the gain up and down. You could change the clarity. Yeah, so that's a little fun fact about the radio if you guys didn't know that. So anyway, I'll see y'all later. I'm out.